Hi everyone, I'm Adam and welcome back to the Ibanez UK channel. I am joined today by the amazing Tiggy.
Hello.
Tiggy is a phenomenal bass player and we're going to dig into a little bit about what makes her tick, some really exciting projects that she's got coming up and that will have just happened. A little bit about why you chose Ibanez originally and continue to play, particularly the EHB series as well. But let's not mess around. I'm going to go straight in with, so this is just a couple of days before you fly out to do one of the biggest gigs of your career, right?
Yes, yeah.
Not
absolutely.
to make you any more nervous.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like the biggest gig of my career so far. But yeah, I've been lucky enough to have been asked to fill in for Haken. So
amazing, like one of our favourite bands.
Yes,
like how cool
absolutely.
is that?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're absolutely incredible. They're all so lovely, and yeah, I feel so very lucky to have been asked. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Very nervous, but
awesome. Well, we'll catch up as soon as you're back, and we'll let everybody know how it went. Although I'm sure you will have smashed it and be really excited, and I can't wait to see the photos and the videos.
Yeah.
And stuff
Oh,
from the
yeah.
gig.
Me too.
And it's not just any gig either, is it? You're like in the middle of the ocean.
It's Cruise to the Edge, so it's a progressive metal festival, but on a boat, which is very cool. There's some really cool other people playing as well. So Adrian Blue's playing, Symphony X, Queensryche, like Rendezvous Point as well, who I'm really looking forward to seeing. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a whole new experience, but it's going to be great. Like I'm really looking forward to it.
It's amazing. Do you need a bass tech, someone to just come into it? That sounds like all my favourite bands in one place.
You know, that would be great. Bring someone else along with me. A little comfort blanket.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, best of luck with that. Not that
Thank
you need
you.
it. I'm sure it'll be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to hear all about it. And it's such a cool gig, and
thank you.
Not lucky at all. A well-deserved opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Smash.
I really appreciate it.
So I suppose we should go back to the beginning a little bit. Now we've got the super exciting stuff out of the way. I want to talk about some of the other projects and stuff that you've got going on, but I want to find out what makes you tick. Like what made you pick up a bass guitar in the first place?
So I started on keyboard for a little bit. I did keyboard for 5 years, and it was during school time, so it was, the teachers for the keyboard lessons were quite strict on their curriculum, and I just wanted to do something else, and they were like, no, we need to do this, we need to learn this really classical piece or whatever, and I was like, I don't want to do that. And so I tried guitar for a year because my dad's a guitarist, and I'm left-handed and I play guitar right-handed, or I play bass right-handed, and I really struggled with the pick to begin with. And to be fair, it's still not my strong suit now. But yeah, I'd struggled with the pick and I just couldn't get on with like the chords and everything. And then I saw a video of Cliff Burton doing a little solo for Whom the Bell Tolls. I think it was the Day on the Green performance. And I saw that and I was like, that's what I want to do. And I haven't put it down since.
That's cool. That's really interesting about the left-handed thing as well, because I don't meet many people who, I'm the same, so I'm left-handed, but I picked up right-handed guitar to play guitar. But for years and years, and still to this day, struggle with like the right-hand technique. But the left-hand, like legato-y kind of thing, and the stretches came a lot more easily because it's your dominant hand.
For sure,
right?
like that's what I find. I would have always argued that you're doing all the hard work with your left hand, like your dominant hand. So I don't understand why that would be right-handed. Like surely that would make sense as right-handed because you're doing all the work with your right hand. But yeah, I don't know. I just found it fit a lot better. And although weirdly enough, I do remember like to begin with, like when I was, messing around with my dad playing the, guitar and stuff, and I would do air guitar right-handed, and left-handed.
Left-handed,
and he was like, "Are you sure you're playing it the right way?" And I was like, no, it feels more comfortable like this. But for some reason, when I did air guitar, it was always left-handed. So yeah, really weird, but it makes most sense to me, I think.
Did you ever try a left-handed guitar?
Or bass it felt so weird, so strange, and like, I don't know, it didn't come naturally to me at all. And I feel like, because all you do on this hand is, like for me at least, is, there's that. So like, I feel like that makes a lot more sense than, all of that stuff. So yeah, I don't know, just, right-handed feels most comfortable.
Didn't know that about it. That's mad. So I had the exact same kind of experience. I went to a guitar shop when I was 14 or whatever and picked up like cool looking right-handed, non-Ibanez at the time guitars. Left-handed. And I was like, no, maybe guitar's not for me. And the guy in the shop said, try a right-handed guitar. And I was like, but I'm left-handed. Yeah. But I tried the right-handed guitar and it actually made a bit more sense. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's nice to know that there's someone else who feels the same way.
that's two of us out of the millions. That's not bad. Two freaks. I suppose. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And was Ibanez your first bass, or had you tried other stuff first?
The first bass I had was so my dad was in a band ever since he was a kid.
Cool.
They've all been in the same band. They've all grown up together. It's really sweet. And so my uncle was their bass player, and the first bass I played was his, and he lent it to me, and I was like, can I buy it? And it was a Hohner B bass.
Oh yeah, cool.
It was a good little bass to start off with, but the strings were like 30 years old, and like the action was out here, so I was like really putting in a lot of work to try and even get a sound out of it. But yeah, it's a cool little bass, and then I think when did I pick it up? I think it might have been around year 10. And then for my GCSEs, my parents were like, we'll buy you your own bass if you pass all your GCSEs. I was like, right, okay, got a lot of work to do. So yeah, I managed to pass my GCSEs, and I was scrolling on GAC. At that point, I didn't know what anything meant in terms of like tones or whatever, and I just went off of aesthetic and came across this really gorgeous red Ibanez 4-string bass. I think was it Premium Series or something? I don't think Prestige was the thing when I was looking at it, but I think it was a Premium Series bass. And I got it, and I just lucked out completely. Like, I loved the fact it was so streamlined, because I tried some of the Music Man stuff, and it just felt so bulky. You know, it was only 13 or 14 at the time, so I wasn't very big.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just felt so comfortable, so perfect to play. It was so, slimline. Everything was, it was just really, really comfortable, and I just, because I loved it so much, I never went to anything else.
Yeah, that's it. Now we've got
now
you.
I'm
Not
stuck.
to go anywhere. Yeah, that's stuck here like the rest of us. Again, like similar first experience with guitar. My first proper branded guitar was an Ibanez, and I bought it because it looked really cool on GAC, funnily enough. Actually.
Nice, yeah.
And it got delivered, and then, like you say, it purely looked out because it was like an amazing Premium Series RG.
Nice, yeah.
So this is great, and then kind of like I tried other stuff over the years, but always like came
back
home.
I felt exactly the same. Like, I have obviously tried other stuff in shops and all that, but just nothing has ever compared, because for me it feels so comfortable in my hands, and I just feel like even with like the neck width and everything, it's really comfortable. It feels good to play, and I can't imagine myself playing anything else really.
Cool. And you play. Let's stick with gear for a second, then. So you play primarily like the EHB. Headless series,
absolutely,
right?
Yeah. So the one I've got at the moment, I can't remember what the very long name of it is.
Yeah, me either.
But it's the one with all the metallic blue hardware.
Yeah.
And it's got the Fishman pickups in, and I think when we were doing the guitar rounds in the UK, and this particular bass was there every time, and I was like, I can't put this down. I loved it so much, and like particularly the Fishman pickups made such a difference for me as well. Like, I've never been big into like pickups and like the sounds that come out of them or whatever, and like it's the first time I've ever noticed there'd be a massive difference in like the sound for pickups and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I want these on all of my basses. And yeah, so it's such a nice bass to play. Like the Woods, I can't even remember what it is, maybe Panga Panga or something, I don't know. But it feels so nice to play. It sounds incredible. You've got so many different tonal options, and yeah, I would have loads of them if I could.
Yeah, cool. What drew you to like the headless thing then? Because that came back in like a big way, sort of like 10, 15 years ago, didn't it? What drew you particularly?
Partly because of my clumsiness.
Okay.
So I had a few experiences where like I didn't bring a guitar stand with me, and I'd put a bass on the floor, and I was silly, and like it had gone out of tune, and I didn't check the tuning before stage or whatever, and then I'd come on and I was like, everything's out of tune. I'm like, oh god. So like that saves me from like, that's one less thing for me to worry about, is it going out of tune very easily, and hitting people as well with a headstock. Like, I'm quite, I don't know, I'm not very self-aware sometimes when I'm on stage. I'm prone to like falling over or turning around and hitting someone, so it's less space for me to cause any other problems other than, stuff like, I don't know, mistakes I make myself. And it fits in the boot of the car. It's honestly, it's like the most practical thing ever, I think. And they just sound great. I think they're really cool looking basses, and they're also lighter as well. And I like not having as much pressure on my shoulder for longer. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're great. Yeah,
really great. I mean, when you're playing like prog songs and they're all like 25 minutes long or whatever as well, you do like a 2-hour set. It's nice to have like just a little bit like the weight. And
yeah,
a bit, like,
one less thing to worry about, and like, you don't have to stand there thinking, oh Christ, come on, you can do this.
Yeah. Talking about 25-minute long songs, then you're in some other like really cool like prog bands as well. And when you joined, I was excited about like a band that I'd heard of a few years ago. Yeah. I really liked the first album, The Wake by Design.
Yes,
Tell us how that came about and a bit about what you've got going on with those guys.
So I think theirs was just like an advert on Facebook and Instagram, and I was like, you know what, they sound really cool. I felt like I've got a bit of space for another band. I I'd quite like to sort of get into a band with some more interesting like progressive music and some interesting ideas. So I auditioned for them. I think I had two auditions maybe, I think, and then they liked me, so they took me on. And it's been a lot of fun. We went to, I think it's called the Giant Wafer. It's like a studio in Wales, and we've just recorded some of the parts to our new album, which is really exciting. We've already got one song that we play live as well, which is good fun. So come to one of our live shows if you want to hear that one.
Yeah. When's the next one? Have you got any coming?
28th of March. It's in Leeds.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the venue,
That's
but
not
it's
too far.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure remember what the venue is, but that'll be a lot of fun. And they're all just great guys as well. Like there's no dramas. It's chill, and they're just really nice to be around and stuff. So yeah, it's good fun.
Cool, and that's like sort of progressive metal kind of stuff, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's like melodic progressive stuff.
Yeah.
So it's all I think there might be like the odd little bit of screaming in the new album. Not too much, but like a nice sort of, I don't know, salt-based sprinkle of of screaming. But yeah, they're all very well thought out guitar parts, and it'll be the first. I think they had a lineup change with me and the new guitarist Chris as well. So it'll be us two. It's our first album and singles or whatever with them. So that's pretty exciting. Chris is a great guitarist as well. He's really cool.
Cool.
So
I'm really
lots of cool ideas.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I was excited when you said you joined those guys because your style fits perfect as well. So you can do like a bit of everything.
Absolutely,
like,
yeah.
You have become this like sort of progressive rock, progressive metal bass player, and that scene seems to have like really drawn you in.
Absolutely,
Is that something like intentional? Like what about that kind of music like really attracts you?
I think I've always kind of like, not like basic bass lines, but like I always find the bass lines that are like traditionally easier to play harder to remember and harder to play, because it's like remembering certain like, you know, there's 4 notes and we've got 5 songs and each song has got 4 notes in it. So how do I remember which 4 notes go with which 4 songs? Do you know what I mean? I feel, but like I love like the remembering like all the different patterns and the more complicated stuff, because I feel like it challenges me more as a player, and like remembering the parts and coming up with parts and being more creative. Like I love that side of it. And like, I've always been a bit more of a detail orientated person. I do try and look at big picture sometimes, but I feel like I do like kind of like the detail and like where you might have a little flourish here or there, and it's all, you know, it sounds really cool. And so I think that's always kind of what's hooked me into that. And like, again, I love like the weird time signatures and stuff. All of that kind of stuff is just great. I love it.
Cut from the same cloth, exactly the same here. You know, I think we're into all of the same sort of bands and stuff. So that's really cool. And your third project, which is similar but different, that I'm like, you're one of the busiest bass players I know. This sounds really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to hearing the stuff.
So they're called Devolata. They're a little bit kind of progressive, a little bit, but it's also, they're inspired by early music and sort of Greek sort of kind of style sort of ideas and stuff. So we all play in 432 hertz. Our guitarist has got a 7 or 8 string acoustic guitar tuned like a harp, which is really cool. It sounds stunning. It's really nice. Our lead singer in the first album, she sings in Latin, which is really cool. Again, it's really incredible to sort of hear someone so competently sing in a language that's it's very beautiful. It's a really nice language. But yeah, I think in the new album, because Angie, our singer, she's got her background is in early music, so she does a lot of church performances and church gigs, and so I think our next albums and songs we're writing at the moment are very. I think the language will be in English. So, but it's been a lot of fun to write and sort of hear, because I think she's written the lyrics for them, whereas last time I think they got a lyricist in to write the songs in Latin. But it's been really cool to hear sort of her ideas and how like her spin on things, and I'm really enjoying the stuff we're writing at the moment. So that's we've got our next gig coming up on the 26th of March, and that's at the Black Heart in London.
Cool.
So I'm really looking forward to getting those songs up together and hopefully performance ready for that show.
That sounds amazing. So I'll get these in my diary. So 26th is the Devolata in London. 28th is Awake by Design up in Leeds.
Yes.
Okay, great. And obviously, by the time this video's come out, you'll have smashed the gig with Haken in the middle of the ocean. Awesome. Yeah, so going back to gear a little bit as well, and tying that in with like your own music. I know that you work quite closely with Laney Amplification as well, which is another brand that we distribute in the UK at Headstock. And I know you were part of a big sort of flagship launch of a Laney product, and you wrote some like an original solo piece for that, which was really beautiful. Is there more of that like solo bass music coming?
For sure, yeah. So that's still in the works at the moment, but just because I think when I got asked about the Haken gig, it was about 3 months ago. So obviously that very much got put on the back burner. So I need to make sure I'm up together with these songs. So after that, after the cruise happened and everything, I'm gonna try and get that one completed and out, because like I think one of my goals for this year is to get my own music out as like a solo artist. So yeah, I'd love to do like collaborations with people, and I think like that's something I'm really looking forward to doing in the future. So yeah, watch the space.
That's great. I can't wait to hear it. I mean, you've had such like an amazing career already, and it's only like going up and up and up, and I'm really excited to like be part of it with Ibanez.
Honestly, it's been great.
And watch what's happening. And I'm curious if you are like taking on students or anything, or how can I phrase this? Like if you're looking to try and like distill some of that knowledge and some of that experience, not just technique, but music-wise as well, and where people can go to sort of learn more about
this. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like, I think another thing that I'm looking at doing at some point this year is starting on YouTube.
Okay.
But I'd also quite like to go down like the advice side of things, and almost like, because I feel like one of the things you never learn any of this stuff. You just kind of have to do it on the job. So like, I was saying to Nathan, like for example, like the word embargo. Like when I came here for the first time, and everyone was like, "Oh, don't do this. This word, this is embargoed until this date." And I'm like, "What the hell does embargoed mean?" No, do you know what I mean? So it's like just little things, like just an idiot's guide on how to get your first steps through the the music industry or whatever. But I'd love to do stuff like that, and I think that's something I'm looking at doing, both like lesson wise or at least some kind of video way of sort of imparting knowledge on other people who might want it or find it useful.
Forcing the knowledge upon the masses, absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, that's something I will be looking into doing towards mid to end of the year, I think, for sure.
Cool. I mean, speaking about YouTube, I think before I was at Headstock or Ibanez, I first came across you on Instagram.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
You've obviously used that kind of like your platform of choice to sort of build your profile. I'm wondering what your thoughts are about Instagram as a platform for musicians, and how you can treat that as almost like a virtual business card or virtual
Absolutely.
CV.
This is the thing. I think you need to use it as a portfolio. It's a place that you can put videos of yourself or whatever, playing or expressing yourself creatively, or like playing other people's music, like showing what you can do to other people. Because I think that in this day and age, unfortunately, as much as if you don't want to do it, like you kind of have to at this point, unfortunately, and you kind of need to wear every hat, don't you, as a musician these days. But I think it is important to at least have something that people can go to watch and be like, if they're looking for a particular kind of bass player, like you might be that person. And I think I had a lot of conversations with people where they're like, well, I just don't know what I can offer, or I don't see what the point is. What can I offer? And I'm still like, yeah, but you don't know what opportunities are out there for you. You might be the perfect bass player or the perfect guitarist for someone, but you'll never know unless you post. And I think like that's one of the things, of many things I've learned since I've started in this industry, is just like, if you don't do it, you won't know. Like asking for something, or like, don't be afraid to just ask or just do. Like it's scary, like the whole idea of like being perceived by other people and like what people are going to say. But again, you just don't know until you do it. So I think it's important to do, and there's a really great community as well if you find like the right people. And yeah, it's definitely worth doing, in my opinion. Even just starting on the short form stuff and 30-second clip of you just playing part of your favourite song and just go from there. Fully worth it.
Awesome. Well, it's been lovely to sit and have this chat with you. Where can people go to find out more about the bass sensation that is Tiggy?
My handle on pretty much everything is at Tiggybass. So
cool. Nice and easy at Tiggybass.
Nice and
we'll
simple.
put all the links in the descriptions below. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
really
you for
lovely
having
to meet
me.
you. And I'll have spoken to you before then. I'm sure you'll have smashed the Haken gig. But good
Fingers
luck
crossed.
for it,
Thank you so much.
Honestly,
I really appreciate it. Thank you, and thank you for having me.